Ladies and gentlemen, meet Bryce Young, the most talented quarterback that Alabama has ever seen.
Looking for Brooks in the corner. Got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
Every time he stepped out onto the football field, people consider him to be a magician.
Pressure again. Young escapes for now. Still alive. Flings it downfield. Has Brooks wide open. And the Tide take the lead. And that is patented Bryce Young magic.
And since I'm an Alabama fan, it's tough to watch him struggle in the NFL. So I chose him in Madden, and we went crazy. Let's get into it. Man, what's good, everybody? So today I'm on Madden 24, and I decided to use the Panthers. Now, if you watch the NFL, you know the situation that Bryce Young is in. He has no offensive line, no weapons on offense, and a lot of people consider him a bust. However, I don't think he's a bust, and I still think he's the best rookie quarterback. However, that's another story for another time, as right now, we're in a face-off with the Washington Commanders. And just like in real life, this is the story of the game. Will Bryce Young's offensive line hold up? Will he be able to target his top receivers? And as you see, as soon as I say that, his offensive line breaks down and he misses an easy touchdown to his halfback. Now it's 2nd and 19. There's a long way to go from that first down mark as he checks it down to Tommy Tremble, his tight end. Now 3rd and 8, he finds one of his old college rivals, Jonathan Mingo, the rookie wide receiver out of Ole Miss, and that sets it up for Hubbard to just march right into the end zone. The Panthers strike first, and now that they are up 7-0, it's time to see what their defense can do. Can they manage to get a stop at the beginning of the game against the Washington Commanders? I dropped my DBs back into coverage, however, it doesn't even matter as Sam Howell finds his first target for a gain of 9 yards. Then the very next play, I decide to send the blitz, and it forces Sam Howell to just send the ball sailing out of bounds. 3rd and 1, I send the blitz one more time. However, Scary Terry breaks free and he's streaking right down the field. It's obvious that no one is going to catch him, and the Washington Commanders strike right back within a minute. I'm thinking that he's just going to kick the field goal to tie the game. However, the placeholder breaks free and he sends the ball right into the end zone, and now they're up 8-7. The Panthers are now back on offense as Bryce finds DJ Chark for a crossing route and a first down. Bryce Young is already putting on a masterclass as he's 6 for 7 with over 100 yards to begin the first quarter. Then Bryce finds Tommy Tremble right up the middle of the field. And you see Bryce Young being patient, taking whatever the defense gives him, not trying to force a deep shot. However, his offensive line collapses and they get back there to Bryce Young to make him fumble. And instead of running right into the end zone, he decides to taunt me. And you know, I took that a little personal because I feel like whenever someone taunts me, they think I'm just a bum or they think I'm sorry or something. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make you regret that before the end of the game. And it looks like the Panthers defense is going to make a stand. However, the very next play, Sam Howell finds his target in the back of the end zone and the Washington Commanders go up 15-7. And now the Panthers are back on offense, although they are digging themselves out of a hole. And you see the stats at the top of the screen. Bryce Young, 9 for 10 for 134 yards. And it seems like he's on pace for a monster game against this Washington defense as he finds Tommy Tremble once again streaking across the middle of the field. And at some point, you have to wonder when my opponent will decide to stop blitzing. Yes, he's getting to the quarterback a lot, but at the same time, he's leaving the middle of the field wide open. Now 2nd and 10, Bryce would attempt to find Jonathan Mingo right in the middle of the field. However, Jonathan drops the ball. But the very next play, he makes up for that drop with his very first touchdown of the game. And Carolina scores another touchdown. The score is now 15-13, and we go with the fullback dive to tie it up at 15, and we're right back in the game. And if we want any chance of running away with this game, our defense has to step up and get a stop. But we can't allow that to happen with Sam Howell looking like prime Lamar Jackson on that run to the outside. And at this point, I'm considering putting a QB spy on Sam Howell. Yes, you heard that correctly. A QB spy on Sam Howell. However, I will send the blitz, and that forces an incompletion. Then the very next play, I would attempt to send the blitz once again, and one of my linebackers would finally manage to be able to get to him and fumble the ball. And now the Panthers are right where they need to be. The Panthers finally have a chance to take firm control of this game as Adam Thielen absolutely tortures his man on that route and is now streaking up the sideline. I catch a last spike, so I'm not able to juke, but it doesn't even matter as now we're set up at the 20-yard line. Then the very next play, Bryce Young finds Jonathan Mingo and he dives into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers finally had a lead for the first time since the beginning of the first quarter. But it doesn't last long as scary Terry McLaurin burns his defender on a post route, and now he streaks right up to the end zone. And it seems like our lead only lasted for a few seconds. However, I'm fine with that touchdown because he gets the ball right back at halftime, so I at least want to make sure that I score another touchdown before he gets the ball back. Now I run 4 verticals and I find Miles Sanders right in the middle of the field, who has been very quiet this game. However, I run no huddle so he can't change his defensive scheme, and I run the exact same play, finding Miles Sanders once again. Now that I've wasted about a little less than a minute over the game clock, it's time for me to get into the end zone and score. And Adam Thielen makes it super easy as Bryce Young finds him on 2nd and inches. And he just slides into the end zone. Now we head into the half with the lead, 29-22. And all we need is one more stop to break this game open. And he attempts to go the very last play and is intercepted. Now with 5 seconds left, we have one last opportunity to just throw it up and attempt to come away with a touchdown. And he finds Adam Thielen streaking up on 4 verticals. However, I accidentally pressed the truck button, and that slows me down and allows the defenders to catch up to him. However, I'm not really too worried about it. I've proven that I can stop him on defense, but he hasn't proven that he can stop me. So now we're coming out of halftime with a 29-22 lead and all the momentum in the world. And you see Sam Howell scrambling to his left side, trying to extend the play. However, we come away with an interception on the very first play out of halftime. And ladies and gentlemen, the momentum is solely in our favor. And Bryce Young will find Hubbard on a halfback screen. And Bryce Young is having one of the best games of his career. It's only the top of the 3rd quarter and he has already surpassed 400 yards. Speaking of 400 yards, the last time that he passed for 400 yards was against Tennessee back in October of 2022 in college, in one of the best college games I've ever seen in my life. I highly recommend you go check it out whenever you have a chance. And Bryce Young scrambles out to his left side and finds Jonathan Mingo once again, and that has to be his 3rd touchdown of the game. And now we have a 2-touchdown lead, and it looks like we are finally beginning to run away with this game. You see Sam Howell on the play action pass. He scrambles out to his right. However, he totally overshoots his receiver, and now it's 3rd and 9. Our defense has finally come together and is getting quality stops whenever we need it. He drops back into the pocket, scrambles to the right one more time, and tries to attempt to throw it deep, and he absolutely misses again, and that should have been intercepted. Now 4th and 9 with one last chance. He runs a play action pass one more time and scrambles out to the right, and he throws it right to one of my DBs. Now I see him switch to cover 3, so I adjust Tommy Tremble on a streak, and he goes up and absolutely mosses his defender. And that was an amazing throw by Bryce. However, that was an even better catch. You can't make it any better than that. We are now up 3 touchdowns, and Sam Howell finally completes a pass, a check down to his receiver Samuel. Then the very next play, I send the house, and Sam Howell got snuffed out by the defense, and it results in a sack. However, I will get a little bit too overzealous with the blitz, and it results in Scary Terry absolutely toasting his man, and that's his 2nd touchdown of the game. They would attempt to go for 2. However, our defense read their play perfectly, and I would try to return it to get an extra 2 points, but they will stop me before I even get to the 5-yard line. At this point in the game, he's desperate to make a comeback, so he goes for the onside kick. However, apparently, it seems as if Adam Thielen is too old to even bend over and pick up the ball, so the Washington Commanders would end up recovering the kick. And it seems as if Sam Howell still hasn't learned his lesson about scrambling. So guess what? I'm going to teach him another lesson as he fumbles the ball once again, and all I do is fall to the ground as I want to get Bryce Young some more yards. Now, I'm just playing and joking around with him as I throw a deep bomb to DJ Chark, and he cannot come away with the 50-50 ball. Then the very next play, I would do the absolute same thing. I put Jonathan Mingo on a post route, and I throw up another 50-50 ball. However, this one is intercepted, and it seems like this defense still has some life in them. I ended up getting way too cocky, and now it may come back to bite me. And you see Sam Howell once again scrambling to the right side, and Madden absolutely helps the Washington Commanders right there. That should have been an interception, but hey, I put myself in this predicament, so I can't complain. And they march in right for another touchdown, and then they even get a 2-point conversion on me. They go for another onside kick, and I would have absolutely lost my mind if we didn't recover this one. However, Adam Thielen makes up for his past mistake by recovering this kick. I go for a halfback screen, and despite spamming RB, I caught a lag spike and I could not throw the ball. So now it's 2nd and 21, and I'm absolutely heated by Madden. Now it's 3rd and 18. I can't even lie to y'all, I got a little nervous. I see Jonathan Mingo crossing the field. However, Bryce Young completely overshoots him for absolutely no reason. However, big players make big plays, and Adam Thielen comes up with an absolute dime, a one-handed catch. And look at it one more time in slow motion. And when I was playing and saw that catch with my own eyes, my mouth just dropped wide open. Last play of the game, I want to go for my 50-piece, and I finally get it to win the game. And as you can see, Bryce Young had him an absolute field day with that Washington defense. He went 26 for 32. He had a total of 555 passing yards, along with an 81 completion rate and 6 touchdowns. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.